Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to another Buzzin chat show here on Buzzin Pattaya, and to today's topic, which is 5 things that when you come here to this wonderful city that really and truly speaking you've got to try. And the reason this video came about was I was sat down with some friends the other day. We were just having a get together of a few beers, and I just threw the question at them just to say, if someone's coming out here for the first time, what would you say to them? There's one thing they've got to do. What would it be? And we had a right laugh. We had some crazy suggestions, ones I won't actually go into. But generally speaking, we all came up with a similar sort of theme. And what I want to ask you guys is, imagine those of you who have been here a few times, imagine that you know somebody that's coming out. What would you say is the one thing that you would recommend they do when they get out here? So it's a bit of fun. I'm not saying what I'm saying is accurately like you've got to do it verbatim, but what I'm just saying is these are the suggestions that came up in our chat, and obviously have a look through the comments and see what other people say. Now, before we get started, just very quickly guys, my unforgiving plug for Discord. Have a look. We've got 8,800 members on there. We're catching up to the 9,000 mark now. Please take a look. There's directions of all the bars in there, the girls, restaurants, hotels, etc. We're building such a great place. Check it out. There is a link in the description below. And those of you that are on Discord and maybe not entirely sure how to get the best out of it, there is also a link below that, which is a video I made just to show you how to navigate the... One thing I would say is don't get a motorbike that's loud. That will navigate your way through the Discord platform and get the best out of it. All right, so here we go. And these are in no particular order. It was just literally things that we came at. So number 1, when you come here, one of the first things you've got to do is have a soapy massage stroke Nuru massage. Now, if you're not sure what we're referring to, some people regard it as the goldfish bowl. And basically here in the city, we do have a large selection of soapy massage places. And we did, I don't know whether we will do in the future, but we did have 2 or 3 very good Nuru massages. So what is a soapy massage? Basically, you go into these large buildings. They look like grand hotels. You go in there, there is a huge glass wall, and behind the wall will be sitting ladies, and they will have colored tags, blue and red is generally speaking, with a number on it. And the blue is normally for new, and the red is normally people that have been working in this industry for a while. And a soapy massage is a hell of an experience. It really is. You know, disregard what people say about it, but it's a hell of an experience. You basically go up into a room. You will then enjoy a shower, and she will make sure that you're spick and span and very clean. Then you're going to lay on normally on an inflatable bed where she will cover it with soap, cover you in soap, and glide up and down and massage you utilizing her body rather than just her hands. And then when that's done, you'll normally shower back off again, and you know you're going to be a bit tired, so perhaps you want to lay down on the bed and she'll help you relax. You know what I'm saying? So there are quite a few here. Have a look around, be brave, bite the bullet, go in, have a go. You know, if nothing else, at least you can say you've experienced it. I've done it personally. Most people I know here have had a go, and it really is just a bit of fun. And just go with the flow. The Nuru massage is slightly different in terms of there's not no soap. It's an oil to oil body massage. So very similar concept, but there's no soap and all the rest of it sliding around on inflatable airbeds. This is a body oil to oil massage. And again, you know, when things do reopen, hopefully they will return, because again, they are a great experience and something that I think you should have a go with. And you know, if you have had a soapy massage or a Nuru massage, please drop your comment below. What was it like? Did you enjoy it? Would you go back? Do you go a lot of times, or would you say no, it was just not for me? You know, be honest. And people that do share the comments, guys, please be respectful for each other. You know, what might be someone's you know, passion and glory might be yours, thinking, oh no, I wouldn't dream of doing that. So let's be respectful to each other, please. But yeah, if you've had a soapy or a Nuru, what was it like? Share away. All right, number 2, completely at the opposite end of the spectrum, is Thai food. So many people come out here and they're very wary of eating the Thai food, particularly from the street stall vendors that you see pushing their carts around and stuff. You know, I'm very biased on this one. I'm going to put my hands up and admit that, because I love Thai food. Predominantly that's all I ever eat is Thai food. And I utilize the Thai street vendors, and I use, there's a place just over the road there, she's got a little open area. Brilliant food. Now, if you're going to try the food, you've got certain things you can try, like egg fried rice, or you can have pork fried rice. You know, you can have those kind of safety dishes. If you want to try a bit of spice, a very popular dish out here is kapau mulsap, and basically kapau mulsap is minced pork, and on a bed of rice with some basil and some spices. And if you don't want it spicy, if you can't take the spice, just say maal pet cup, which means I don't want it hot, don't want it spicy. There are other ways of saying it, but they will always understand that one. We say maal pet cup. They will understand you don't want it spicy. And if you only want a little bit, you can say pet nit noi, and that means just a little bit, please. But like I say, there are various ways of saying it. But in general, they are the safest ways of saying the phrases I've just given you, so that they will always understand you. Another firm favourite of mine is tom yam goong, which is like a prawn soup, and they really are, you know, tom yam tele, which is seafood, so it's a mixture of prawns and or fish and all sorts of different things, squid, etc. They are beautiful. Tom yam is a little bit spicy. It is a little bit spicy, and that adds to the flavour. So if you can try and stomach a bit of the spice, I would suggest, you know, have a go at it, because it really is a beautiful dish, in my opinion. A really good dish. A little more ones that are less popular, like khao kokobi. Khao kokobi is more of a village dish, an Isan dish, and it's lovely, really nice. And try the insects. I know you're going to go, get out of it, I'm not having any of that. And I will, now that we can get out and about and do stuff, I will cover this in a video where we'll go down and I'll do the whole tray. I'll do them all, the bugs, the locusts, the frogs, you name it, I'll do the lot. It's no drama, it's actually quite nice. So again, guys, you know, if you're going to recommend a Thai dish to somebody, what Thai dish would you recommend? What does it taste like? Give us a bit of information so that people reading your comment can get a bit more idea, just rather than the name, because sometimes the name's a little bit difficult to Google or find the information. But yeah, there you go. So try your Thai food. Don't be scared. You've flown all this way across the world, or wherever you've come from, to come to this beautiful country. Try out their food. It really is fantastic. One thing I will say is be very careful if you've got a sugar issue, because they do put spoonfuls of sugar in a lot of their dishes here, so be very careful on that side of things. But otherwise, be brave, fill your boots. Gents clubs. Now, they've suddenly taken a big rise in popularity of late. Back in the day, they were kind of like hidden away, not really, I wouldn't say they were never not popular, they were always popular, particularly like with the expats, because it's a behind closed doors environment. They're normally tucked out the way, and it's pretty easy to say to the missus indoors, I'm just going to nip down the road and see me mate, when really they can go to these places that are behind closed doors and enjoy what it's about. So what is a gents club? Well, generally speaking, the old traditional style of gents club here was normally big houses, big villas. Some have swimming pools, most of them have pool tables. They're large lounge areas where there's lots of seating available. Most of them have a large selection of girls working, and the girls will come and sit with you, they'll talk to you, the drinks are reasonably priced. There are rooms available if that's your thing, and they are behind closed doors. What's tended to happen a little bit more so more recently is, you know, if you take Soy Boomerang, the fact that it's a closed door, they call themselves a gentleman's club. Whereas in the reality of it is, you know, don't get me wrong, they're great and you'll have a great time, I'm not saying that, but it's kind of like reminiscent of what Soy 6 used to be. You know, Soy 6 was never gentleman's club, Soy 6 was behind closed doors. So, you know, places like Soy Boomerang are sort of tagging on the name, I'm a gentleman's club, because they got a closed door. In my opinion, it's not really a gentleman's club, but having said that, you will still have a fantastic time in any of those bars, so please don't think, oh, well, I won't go there. Check them all out, you know, go to everyone if you can. But again, you know, if you're going to recommend a gentleman's club to anybody, which gentleman's club would you recommend and why? And please keep the why within the remits of the video that we're making. Now, you come over here, you meet a girl, and you think to yourself, do you know what, I'm happy, we're having a good time, and you spend a bit of time together. And she says to you, why don't you come up to my village? And you go, oh, no, I'm not doing that. You know what, it doesn't hurt to go up just for a couple of days at worst, just to experience village life. I know I go on about it, and I do live up in a village, and I'm in a very remote area, and okay, you know, that's my choice, and I've adjusted to the living up there, and I thoroughly enjoy it. But what I would say, guys, is, you know, if you're here for a bit, you know, maybe you're here for 4 weeks or 6 weeks or maybe longer, if you've not experienced the village life, you know, I've covered this before, go up and try it. And don't be frightened, because there's a village life and then there's village life. And what I mean by that is, they might say, oh, come up to my area, I live in Buzzin, and you're thinking, oh no, I'm going to go and live in a wigwam and you know, with a stones and sticks for fire and cook my dinner on a pot. No, Buzzin is a city, but it's just not here. When you talk about village life, as in like where I live in a very, very small, tiny village in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by rice fields. And yes, predominantly we do cook on the barbecues and stuff like that. That's just the way we are there. But don't be frightened to go and check it out. It's an experience, guys. And when you go up there, you are going to be the center of attention. They are going to be looking at you. Oh, look, there's a falang here. They are going to be laughing and smiling and sniggering and giggling to themselves, but it's nothing personal. They're just not used to seeing you. Well, hopefully they're not. If they are used to it, it means she's brought a fair few up before you, in which case you might want to reconsider your options. But you get what I'm saying. So realistically speaking, try village life, because you never know, you might enjoy it. And what's the worst that can happen? Well, I guess the worst that can happen is you don't enjoy it and say, do you know what, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to head back. And there's plenty of transportation to get you back. So if you do come over, try village life. It really is a bit of fun. It's an experience. You will see things, you know, when I go home, they go off and they catch the lizards, they catch the rats, they come back and they kill them and they barbecue them and we eat them, and you're like, really? But it's good fun. So don't be afraid to check it out. It's something different. Lastly, explore the islands here. You know, too many people come to this city, they have a fantastic time, and yet they don't visit one island. And these islands are unbelievable. You know, we've got some very, very good islands here, some beautiful places here that I generally say to you, hand on heart, go and check them out. You know, we've got Koh Si Chang. Koh Si Chang's only just down the road, a nice small island. There's temples there, there's all kinds of things going on, there's beaches, etc. It's a nice island. We've got Koh Larn. Koh Larn is just across the road there, as you know, it's not far. You get there on the speedboat or the ferry from Bali High Pier. Again, you know, it's not a million miles away. It's a nice area. I've done 2 videos of Koh Larn, and I've showcased areas, beaches that so many people, even ones that have been here many times, that go to Koh Larn, never even go and visit. So check them out, have a look, because you know, get yourself over there. Stay overnight, you know, stay overnight. Go over, spend the day on the beach, go back to a hotel. There's beautiful beachside restaurants there. You know, sit down of an evening with a bottle of wine or a few beers, whatever you want, and just enjoy the trip, and then come back early at your own leisure the next day. But go to Koh Larn. And of course, if you head up to Rayong, you've got Koh Samet. Now, Koh Samet is a national park. It's beautiful, it's stunning. The beaches are off this world. Really, really nice place. And again, I would highly recommend going up there. All of these places you can get to. That's not difficult. You know, there are taxi services. You know, you can get yourself there. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg to get to these places. So, you know, if you do come out here, explore the islands. You know, just take a step away from the nightlife and the entertainment that's on offer, and go out and just spend some you time. Maybe take your newfound partner. Compromise. You know, she says, can I go to the village? And I don't want to go there. She say, how about we go to Koh Samet? She's going to say yes. She'll say yes all day long. So compromise. You know, go over to the villages and explore these different places that are just literally only a stone's throw away from where you're standing or sitting. So if you have been to some of the islands nearby, please guys, what I would ask you is share below. You know, write your comments. What was your experience like? Where did you go? You know, I've been to other islands which are a little bit too far, like Koh Chang, Koh Kud. Koh Kud, probably without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, is up there with the best of the best. You know, it easily competes with the islands that down in Phuket. It really does. It's a stunningly breathtaking island. So if you want to get transportation down there are buses that run down there. Get yourself down to Koh Chang and then go to Koh Kud, and honestly, you will have an amazing time. It's breathtaking. So yeah, so where are your islands, guys, that you say to yourself, guys, get yourself down there, check it out. All right, so these are just 5 things we came up with when we were having our chat. I'm sure there are plenty more. I know there are. So what I would ask you guys is, please, you know, drop your comments below. Where would you recommend somebody has to go or has to try when they first come out here to Pattaya, to Thailand? Where would you recommend that they go off and explore and do, and you know, being, what do you call the word, imaginative. You know, too many people, they come here, they sit in the bar night after night after night, and then they spend the whole day sleeping and wearing themselves out of the hangover they've got. And I'm like, really? Is that what your holiday's all about? No criticism. If that's what floats your boat, guys, you crack on. But for me, there's more to this city than just recovering from a hangover to go out and give yourself a hangover again. All right, that's it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. As I said earlier on, please check out Discord. There's so much information on there, and there is a video down below showing you the basics of how to use the system and get the best out of it. If you would like to support the channel, there is an option there where you can join as a paying member. I think membership starts from like 89 pence a month, and your support is invaluable. And thank you so much indeed for considering supporting the channel and my work. And guys, as always, please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.